A lot of the factors that had been making it difficult for higher growth, higher valuation stocks, such as in the technology sector, continued to weigh on those in the fourth quarter. And that just reflects that there remains uncertainty regarding the path that the Federal Reserve will take with their efforts to battle inflation by raising interest rates. And there's a well-worn phrase in investing, which is don't fight the Fed. But people obviously are doing that. And we saw some of that in December, in particular in the fourth quarter, when some of those tech stocks and higher valued stocks that I mentioned started to perform a bit better. And so we did see some recoveries there, and people are speculating that there may be a pivot or there may be a reduction in the aggressiveness of Federal Reserve tightening. And that could make it a more favorable environment for these types of stocks again.
The entire Treasury curve shifted upward throughout 2022, with the 6-month Treasury rising over 400 basis points throughout the year. And this is just one example of how interest rates across fixed income rose throughout the year, making it very difficult to achieve any sort of positive performance.
Even with interest rates rising during the year, for the Sextant Global High Income Fund, which has half of its portfolio roughly in fixed income securities, it wasn't terrible. Higher rates do give us the opportunity to reinvest the fixed income portfolio to buy bonds at higher interest rates, and we haven't had that opportunity for a number of years because interest rates have been so low.
So looking back at 2022, the Fed hiked rates at the fastest level it's done so since the early 1980s. And despite that, inflation has remained at its highest level since that same time period. Those who were calling for the death of the 60/40 portfolio were affirmed, as 2022 ended up being one of the worst years for diversified portfolios in history. However, during the year, the rapid rise in rates has restored bonds and their ability to both provide attractive income as well as a hedge to potential economic downturns.
Performance data quoted herein represents past performance and is no guarantee of future results. Investment return and principal value of an investment will fluctuate so that an investor's shares, when redeemed, may be worth more or less than their original cost. Current performance may be significantly higher or lower than data quoted herein. Performance current to the most recent month end can be obtained by visiting sextantfunds.com or by calling toll-free 1-800-728-8762. Please consider an investment's objectives, risks, charges, and expenses carefully before investing. To obtain this and other important information, which you should carefully consider before investing, about the Sextant Funds in a free prospectus or summary prospectus, please visit sextantfunds.com or call 1-800-728-8762.